These nasturtiums are loving this spot right here. I find that nasturtiums, at least in my garden where I live, they don't handle direct sun all day well, so I have to give them a little bit of a break at some point during the day, just so that they can kind of recharge, get the energy again, and keep on going for the rest of the day. These right here are next to my garage, which is the garage faces the south side, so these guys get a little bit of the evening shade. So I think that so far, my gosh, so far my nasturtiums look amazing. We're supposed to be getting really hot temperatures here in the next few days, so I'm just making sure that everything is well watered, that my irrigation is working. What I'll probably do in those days is that I'll just get my irrigation going for a few minutes in the morning, and then I'll come back and then just soak the entire beds, the entire containers very well manually, just to make sure they're doing okay. A little bit spicy, but not really. When I transplanted my seedlings here, I planted them here, but I also direct sowed a bunch of seeds, a bunch of nasturtium seeds, and they are coming up. And the idea behind this was I just want to have all of this area really full with nasturtiums, and just in case these guys, the seedlings, do get burned with the sun, at least I'll have, you know, another set of plants coming up. But so far they're doing amazing. Just amazing. So I have been looking for something to mulch my vegetables, especially my vegetables. I first was thinking about using the regular hardwood mulch that I get from Lowe's, from the bags that I get at Lowe's. And I did a little bit of research, and because the color or the mulch that I get, it has a little bit of a dye, the brown dye. Some places it did say that they were bad for the vegetables. Some places said that it was not toxic, and I just couldn't really find something solid that they said it was okay for the vegetables. And I honestly, you know what, didn't want to risk it. I love the look of hardwood mulch, but it's just not worth it. Not worth it having it there with, you know, with the kind of watering that I do, and just having it there growing and feeling like, you know, I'm growing something good for my family. So then I thought, okay, well, Jazz of Roots and Refuge uses straw, right? And she uses a thick layer. If you guys have seen her videos, she goes crazy with the mulch, and I love that. And I thought, okay, I can do that. So I bought one of those easy mulch or easy straw bags that they sell, and it was a really messy thing. I started putting it on one of my beds. I don't have video of it. I started putting it on one of my beds, and it was just a mess everywhere. So I thought, there's no way that I can just do this and have it like all over the paths, and just, you know, I don't know. Well, I know that it's good for the plants. I just also don't want to have to be dealing with it and just having it all over the place and just having to clean the mulch around the vegetables, right? I already have a long list of things to do. I don't need to add to it. So while I was searching about the best mulches to use around my vegetables, I came up with a bunch of people saying that pine straw is great for your vegetables. And I found a lot of people that said that they were worried about the acidity of the soil. I am not going to be mixing this into the soil. I'm just going to put it on top of it. Okay, this smells really good. I'm not gonna lie, it smells really good. Pine needles, right? But this thing, first of all, it's really light. I got this at Tractor Supplies. Like, one of these covers, I believe, 100 square foot of space. I think that I'm going to enjoy this as they are. Let me show you. Let me bring you closer. First of all, it is very light, you guys. And I don't really want to completely cover everything like super thick because I just don't have the space, you know. I don't have like 5 inches of space around my beds. Oh, this is so much easier than the straw. I mean, the straw was just like flying everywhere. And on the back of the straw, I read that it was supposed to have something to keep everything like together, like not flying everywhere, but my goodness, it was a huge mess. Okay, so this is so far, this is so good. And it's definitely something that I'm going to have to you know, take some time to very carefully go around each plant. And I only bought 2 bags for my entire garden, for my entire raised beds, that is. But if I go a little bit thicker, I think that I'm definitely gonna have to get another bag. Okay, this is nice. This is so much easier than the straw. And if you guys use pine needles as mulch, I know that in the South, somebody was telling me that in the South, that's pretty much what everybody uses, or a lot of the people use down there. Okay, I like this. I really like this so far. So we'll see how it does. We'll see how everything does. Do you like it? What do you think? So this is something that I have to be careful, you know, placing around the plants. It's not something that I can just throw around the plants, but because, you know, I will just smash them. But so far, I think that I'm really liking it, you guys. It creates like a nice carpet. I was a little bit hesitant at the beginning because I never use this stuff, and like my husband says, it's the perfect spot for a rat to make a nest, but let's hope not. Let's hope not. Okay, half of this is done. So I am going to try to get most of my beds covered with this stuff, but there's a couple of things that I want to show you before that, and my tomatoes is one of them. The tomatoes are growing so well. This one right here is Missouri Pink Love, and it already has like some fruit setting there. What I did here, hopefully you can see it well on the video, what I did here is that I came in whatever bottom branches were really close to the ground, I came here and I removed those, and I have been trying to cut the suckers, even though one got away from me, and this will be fine. I don't mind having 2 or 3 main branches on my tomatoes this year. It's going to be fine. But it's right here. It's almost ready for me to attach it to the trellis. And the plant is nice and strong. It's not, you know, like flopping everywhere. So right now I'm just waiting for a few more inches so that this top branch can be attached to the trellis here. And once that happens, then I'll just be using this plastic stretchy tape that I can get at Lowe's or at Home Depot or even on Amazon. And this is what I'll be using for attaching my tomatoes to the trellises. But gosh, the tomatoes are just doing so well. This guy right here is also just doing so well. This one right here is German pink. But look at my cilantro, you guys. This is all of this is volunteer cilantro, all of this here. And this year it has been crazy with all of the volunteers for cilantro, and I had it all over this bed. I had cilantro all over this bed, but because I need the space for tomatoes and other things, I had to remove a lot of them. And it was heartbreaking, but I left all of these big chunks here happen. So I got a lot of cilantro. My gosh, I got a lot of cilantro. I can just do this, which I'm gonna be making a salsa here soon. And look at that cilantro. You can almost smell it through the video. Amazing. So what will happen is that, you know, hopefully if it doesn't kind of take over this bed, I know that if I let it go to seed here, next year I will have cilantro volunteers everywhere. And you know, that's not a problem. That's not a problem for me. Let me show you one that actually overwinter, one volunteer cilantro that overwinter. And I thought with the temperatures that we had, I thought it was gonna be gone, but that thing is a survivor and it's blooming already. This right here, all of this right here are my overwinter cilantro. It's literally all the top, the back part of this raised bed. And these guys have been carrying me for the last month or so with all the cilantro, and I got gorgeous blooms already. I am going to let them be. I don't care. I know that they will go to seed. They will provide a bunch of food for the pollinators, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of seeds for next year, and that's fine. I have a love for cilantro that is like no other, you guys. It's the one herb that I don't mind if it takes over my garden. Of course, I have to remove it for space, but I love it, you guys. Absolutely love it. These are the very gentle, so gentle blooms. Gosh, I just love them so much. Look at that. So I have my irrigation system set up. There's only one tiny garden bed on the front of the house where it doesn't have any irrigation. But basically most of my garden, flower beds, raised beds, containers, I already have with irrigation, automatic irrigation. And it's funny because even though I have the Wi-Fi, the timers, I have everything set up where I can just set them up on a day to go on and to turn off at a certain time. I still can't quite rely on that entirely. And the way that I have been doing it is that I wake up in the morning, I come out here, and then I manually set it up to, you know, for my raised beds to go for 10 minutes or for my containers to go for 10 minutes while I'm out here. I feel like I can't trust it completely. I don't know if that makes sense. I can't just give it that power completely yet. I feel like I have to be out here while the plants get water, if that makes sense, even if I'm doing something else, even if I'm just watching the things getting water. I know it's something it's going to have to be getting used to at the beginning, but at least I don't have to be there doing it. The other day I was wooding an area, and I mean, while I was doing that, I spent an hour doing it, and the entire garden was already water during that time. So it felt good. It felt really good. If you guys have been thinking about irrigation for your gardens, even in a smaller scale, I think that it's something that you're definitely going to like, and it's something that you're going to you know, think about why you didn't do it sooner, because it's definitely a really huge time saver for your gardens. At least that's what I have been realizing. I enjoy to water, I enjoy hand watering, but my goodness, it takes a while, you guys. It takes a while. So I am going to continue being out here for the rest of the day. I want to spread as much of the pine straw that I got because I want to see if I need to get an extra bag. I don't think that I will. I really like it, honestly. I really like it, and I think that it's going to be something that I can use for my containers as well. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to give you a quick peek of the vegetable garden, you guys. Maybe I'll do a tour here soon when the plants are a little bit bigger and actually producing something. I'll show you everything. I already did a few of that when I was planting everything a couple of weeks ago, but things are looking good. Things are looking really good. I'm really excited. Hopefully your gardens are looking amazing as well. Thank you for being here, and until the next time.